Yeah, hey, how's it going, everybody? Today, I just kind of want to get into like the irony of blowing up on YouTube. I think it's just like really, really funny. Over the past couple of weeks, I've come across two channels and one bonus third channel, and I'm sure there's like a bunch of other ones that do like this kind of commentary style content, which is awesome. And I just want to highlight this here. Look at this. This guy started uploading 2 months ago. That first video is like a rant on about how he'll never be a YouTuber. And then this is his old channel right here. He had like 6,000 subs. He'd been uploading for 9 years. And first and foremost, I just want to give the credit where it's due. And this other YouTuber I highlight, he says the same thing about how, this guy deserves credit for like grinding for 9 years and then finally getting frustrated and then making a joke account and then that joke account like blowing up. He goes on to say this guy fumbled the bag. I don't think he necessarily fumbled. I think he still has a chance. But here's this other YouTuber named Paulie Walnuts who really only started uploading like a year ago. But it's like the same style content, like just rants over Call of Duty gameplay. Paulie's is less of rants and more like trying to teach you life lessons. I'm not trying to talk shit, but the kid's only 25. Like, what kind of life lessons are you going to teach at 25? I mean, he's got a video in here where he won 6 figures on crypto. So, I mean, what the fuck do I know? I'm still sitting here getting 10 views on a video. I mean, it's all subjective. I mean, like, the guy is obviously successful in his own respect. So, like, respect to the guy. But it's like, I can't help but being frustrated because it's like, bro, like, what the fuck do I need to do? Like, what is the common theme among these channels? Oh, it's commentary over Call of Duty gameplay. Well, I did that fucking 8 months ago. And then I go to these videos, scroll down in the comments, and it's commentary over Call of Duty gameplay. We are so back. And it's like, bro, I'm doing the literal exact same shit. Like, I'm putting in this video, this footage that you're looking at right here is from 8 months ago. I beat Call of Duty 4 and Modern Warfare 2, streamed it, but of course, like, for whatever reason, the algorithm doesn't pick that up. When I first started like uploading serious YouTube videos, I was watching like, how should you upload the video? What should it look like? What goes into it? And what all these like huge self-help YouTube channels will tell you is don't say algorithm, say audience. Instead of saying the algorithm doesn't like it, say the audience doesn't like it. But I'm looking at these comments and it's like, where is this audience at? These channels right here, I think, are, I don't know, they give me a lot of hope. I really like what these, like that. And like I said, it's ironic because the algorithm fed me these channels, like these three channels right here, Avery Yaps, Fart Sniffer, and Paulie Walnuts. Which, I mean, they're all great channels. And if by chance you made it this far in the video, you should definitely go check their channels out after you're done with this video, because they all legitimately make good content. It's just like, I can't help but be frustrated with the way the system works, because it's like, okay, at what point am I gonna get that same exact audience that's in their comment section? Because I'm doing the same thing that audience says that they like. And that's what I mean when I say the irony of blowing up on YouTube, because you'll look at the comment section and people will compliment the video. And I'm not talking about on my videos. I'm talking about on these other videos that are very similar to the videos that I make. And I'll look at the comment section and they're, commenting on that's the kind of content they want. And I'm like, okay, bro, I've been doing this for like a year. And it's really hard to not sound like a hater. I sound like a straight up hater, but it's like, I don't know, man. I'm trying to make the quality of my content better. I mean, I've been using DaVinci Resolve for the past couple weeks, and I've gotten a better mic, better setup. Like, if you go look at my first video and compare it to now, it's like way, way different. Which, I mean, I guess is like, that's a huge difference. When I go to look at these guys' channels, their first videos, okay, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say their first videos off the jump are like good quality, but it's just really Fart Sniffer and Paulie Walnuts. Their first videos are good quality, but those are like channels that just started uploading like within the last year. And I'm not gonna lie, I fucking left a hating ass comment on one of Paulie's videos talking about how he just got lucky. But it's like, bro, how much of this really is luck? Like, dude, I have life lessons to teach. I'm 30 years old. I have 2 kids. I've been a firefighter EMT for like 6 years. I have life lessons to teach, But I mean, I don't get up on here and talk like I'm better than anybody or smarter than anybody because I did something or won something. Not saying that anyone is. I'm just saying that me personally, you know, that I'm just not that type of person. All I want to do is get on here and tell you what I went through and how I did or did not overcome from it. And if I didn't overcome it, whatever the fuck I learned from it. Which brings me to my next topic. On one of my videos about my journey through alcoholism, my one of the subscribers, which is I feel like is a crazy thing to even say right now, but he left me like a long message about his own struggle with addiction, and like, you know, I'll dig into like personal matters and whatnot with him personally, obviously. But like, you know, I know he's gonna be watching this video, and man, I'm just, you know, with what I just said about shit that I've gone through. I mean, addiction's crazy, dude. At the end of the video, I'll get like into a little bit of that reply. I don't want to break up the flow of the video too much than I already have. But anyway, back to the original topic of the irony of blowing up on YouTube. I don't know. Now that I make videos semi-seriously now, I don't even watch YouTube the same anymore. Like when I get on YouTube, I'm looking at these people like, oh yeah, I could do that. Like, oh, I can make that video. Like I can rant. I can talk over that topic. I mean, I am a 30-year-old man. I have 2 kids. I've worked on an ambulance for like the past 6 years. So it's not like I haven't Narcaned somebody who's dying right in front of their mom before. It's not like I haven't experienced life once or twice. You know, I feel like a lot of these people, like, you know, I'm not even going to get into it because I don't know what they go through. All I'm about to say is like, a lot of times, like I'll listen to other people talk and I'm like, man, I don't know. I don't know. I can't say that. You can't speak on what another man or woman has gone through. I just know that like I've got something to offer to somebody. But it's so crazy because like you'll go to these YouTube videos and you'll go to the comments and people are like, oh yeah, you know, it resonates with me so well. You know, I relate so much. But like none of these people in the comments ever go to watch other small YouTubers. They're like, you know, they'll find that one channel and then they're just stuck on that, and then they become part of the YouTube algorithm that doesn't push any type of small content. It's just really weird because like I'll watch one of these videos and I'll be like, oh dude, this is like very similar to what I'm doing. The only difference is that they're playing Call of Duty and I'm playing Tarkov. But outside of that, I mean, it's the same shit. I mean, we're still just talking. We're still just like venting frustrations. I mean, I don't know, like, you know, I try to be relatable on here. I mean, every time I see a YouTuber, I immediately go to the comment section and just kind of see what the community is like. Cause like I'm trying to find that community, like those people that whoever that community is, that's who I'm trying to find. You know, I am a single dad, plays a lot of video games. You know, I've gone through a lot. I've had a lot of life lessons. I've gone through a lot of bullshit. You know, like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to insert a wow? One of those, like, Fah! I mean, let me know. I'll do it. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. I just wanted to talk about the irony of blowing up on YouTube. Because, I mean, you look at these channels, you go to their comment section, and it's like, all right, bro, I'm doing that. Where's the audience at? Like, come find me. I've worked like a regular job, I don't know, the majority of my entire life. I shouldn't say that. Like the past like 6 years, I've worked in emergency medical services. So I've been like an EMT firefighter type of deal. And I mean, I'm still kind of doing that. But like, I play a lot of fucking video games, dude. And like, I'm really trying to, make something out of doing that. Like it's I don't know, man. It's frustrating whenever I get on here and it's like, yeah, I want to make content that like I want to see, you know, because like I love whenever I'm watching a YouTuber and I'm like, oh yeah, dude, I can relate to that. I can agree with that. But like a lot of times, you know, when I get on YouTube, there's some like big YouTubers that I don't mind watching over and over again. Like Game Ranks is like one of those only channels that I don't mind watching. Just on repeat, like just as background noise. But then there's other channels that like I seriously want to like, you know, I'm trying to watch them because like I want to relate to the person creating the video. And I guess, I mean, that's the catch-22. That's the irony is like I don't like subbing to big channels, but also at the same time, how can I say I don't like subbing to big channels while simultaneously like wanting subs? I mean, that's the goal here, right? Subs, views. I mean, to like make a little bit of money off of this. Like, I don't want to like make this my full-time job because I think when you make YouTube your full-time job, then the content just becomes disingenuous. I just want to like do this shit on the side, maybe make $500 or something to put in my gas tank.
And I touched on that in my previous video about watching small YouTubers, and it's that like once a YouTuber gets like 50K subs, they just become fake as fuck. And really, what it is it's just once YouTubers do this shit full time, they become fake as fuck. The content just becomes slop. And I feel like you see the same thing with like musical artists, right? Like when the artist is first coming up and they're dropping mixtapes and whatnot, the music's hot. But like whenever they get big and become popular, they become unrelatable. I mean, I feel like I've heard this in like multiple different industries and whatnot. It's not just YouTube, and it's not even like I'm in the industry. It's just stuff that I see from consuming YouTube daily. I mean, I don't have a subscription service. I don't watch Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus. Like I just watch YouTube, and if I'm watching YouTube, it's usually history documentaries or like nature stuff. Lately, it's been like video game shit, and by lately, I mean the past like 4 months. And that's probably because that's the kind of content I've been making. So like that's the content it's gonna recommend me. There's another channel I kind of want to highlight right here who like makes DayZ content, and I think it's really great. And he's only got like 120 subs. Like, look, he's live right now. I'm probably gonna open up his stream on my second computer right behind me. But look, he's got one video, and then he's gone live like every day for the past 7 months. Why isn't he popular? Why hasn't he got picked up? Oh, because his thumbnails aren't clickbait. I mean, his titles are kind of like ass, and I mean the thumbnails are kind of like AI thumbnails. But I mean, look, he's got 52,000 views across his entire channel. I've opened up his stream. It's not bad. He's on there doing the exact same thing I'm doing. Talking, ranting. I mean, I haven't like binged his shit, so I don't know exactly what the fuck's going on over there. But I mean, like, it's just shit like that I see all the time. And I mean, it's like, okay, I'm trying to like, how do I tailor my content? Like, where, like, I have an audience I want to talk to. I don't want to like attract some audience that forces me to make content that I don't want to make. But anyway, I think that's about it. This kind of brings us to the end of the video where I was going to insert my kind of verbal comment to your comment on my other video about alcoholism. So, you know, here it is. It's hard to like to explain addiction to someone who's never dealt with it, and even if they knew someone who dealt with addiction, if they've never dealt with it themselves, it's extremely hard. I mean, like my dad was an alcoholic, but I didn't understand what he went through until I became an alcoholic. You know, for me, growing up with an alcoholic dad but not being an alcoholic, I had the attitude of just fuck drunk people, fuck alcoholics. But then whenever I became an alcoholic, I understood that, bro, it's not like a choice that you always have sometimes. Like you go through withdrawals and it's like a mental thing. I mean, it's physical and mental. I mean, you know, I'm an EMT. I've dealt with people going through withdrawal. I've withdrawn myself. So I mean, I get it. Like I totally understand. I'm not gonna say like I understand better than anybody, because I will never be the type of person who claims to be better than somebody else. I'll just claim what I'm able to do. I'm the type of person who's gonna underpromise and attempt to overdeliver, but I'm never gonna overpromise you. My chief told me that I'm horrible at selling myself, and it's like, bro, it's not that I'm horrible at selling myself. I'm just horrible at lying. But to touch on that previous topic briefly, like the core thing is like I understand being lost, I understand being addicted, and like some things are like out of your control, you know, when it comes to like maybe your decision making. I mean, it is in your control, but it's extremely hard, and there's a lot of factors that make it harder, like being unemployed, not having a significant other, you know, being at rock bottom. You know, some of those things make it extremely harder to stay on the straight and narrow. But just understand that you can do it, and the positives of not being addicted to something are astronomical. They far outweigh the negatives. I mean, like if I were to think of the things I couldn't do because I was getting drunk all the time, like I couldn't eat, I couldn't sleep, I couldn't jack off, I couldn't like hook up whenever I wanted to. Like many times I would like invite a woman over or something and it just wouldn't work because I was withdrawing. I mean, bro, it fucking sucks. And then it's like, okay, I feel like I have to drink in order to hang out with this person or whatever, because it makes things work. I don't know, but like I've finally understood that doesn't work, and it really only leads to weeks of me drinking, which isn't fun for anybody. But I mean, like you as like you know, a young man, I mean, you just don't want to have vices like that this early in life. I mean, you haven't even like got fired right before rent was due and your daughter needs diapers yet. You know, until you have stresses like that, and I'm not saying that like you haven't had stuff that has bothered you tremendously. I'm just saying that you're gonna have a lot more things go wrong in life because you're still young, right? You know, if I think back to like when I was 18 years old, like so say if I think back to when I was 18, that would mean every problem that I've had since then, you know, I haven't experienced yet. So like if I was already like an alcoholic at 18 years old and I didn't even have to go through marriage, divorce, not seeing my kid, then like it would probably have been way worse than what it already was. Instead of like at 27, instead of having been an alcoholic for 3 years, if I started early, then I would have been an alcoholic for what, 10 years? I mean, you know, so you don't, those aren't, you know, you have a lot more things to go through, is what I'm trying to say, you know, because there's going to be worse things that come up, that you need to prepare your mental for. You know, I've learned a thing or two in my 30 years, and I've seen a thing or two. But I'm by no means a master. I still have a lot to go through myself. I'm only 30. I mean, you know, I think about guys that I've worked with that are 60 and whatnot, and like, you know, how I still have a shit ton of life to go through as well. But yeah, I mean, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and cut the video here. This took me a little bit to put together. I'm going to kind of put some finishing touches on it, make it a little bit more digestible, so that people don't click off of it within the first 30 seconds. But anyway, peace out. I'll holler at you guys, and I appreciate your time as always.